Things are getting intense, using up my sixth sense. Thought you had us figured, I can't use me at your expense. They be on that pretense, we be on self-defense. Left you in the past tense, you could keep your 2 cents. I don't wanna be another target on a hit list. All my people running around the city like some misfits. So I'm steady praying for my brothers like a wish list. Can I trust a soul? They gon' turn on you the quickest. Damn, there's so much going on in this world we call our home. They been looting and protesting, trying to get it for our home. Ain't nobody got us like we got us. Streets is in a frenzy, you see the riots. Stand up for a cause, or you die for one of yours. Ain't no universal laws, they just wanna sabotage. Rolling with my entourage, and they tell us be safe. But they got our hands behind us while we down up on our face. It don't make no sense, no. It felt like a death, no. How we supposed to raise our sons, how we supposed to get through. Feeling really stressful, years of being dreadful. How could we be careful when we ain't really careful? Therefore, all the youths need a good mentor, yes Lord. All the years, this we endure, there's no cure. All the cops screaming 10 for, what for? Government always trying to send, so we at war. Yeah, we black, but we really called Moors, born poor. All we care about is Jordan Concords, looting stores. Why you taking things that's not yours? Oh boy, that ain't no way yet on the George Floyd. Stay on point. Half America is really unemployed. We annoyed, killing people. It's a state of paranoia. Can't avoid it. All these businesses burned down and destroyed. No insurance. Think my people kinda missing what's important. Yeah, stand up for your rights. Yeah, we putting up a fight. They don't want us out at night, so they gave us curfew. It's like jumping out the plane with no parachute. Don't shoot, hands up, but they still gon' do it. Huey Newton probably like, man, what y'all doing? Need to come together, all of us, and start a revolution. Yeah, discover more solutions, overthrow the Constitution, stop the looting, stop the shooting. We've been living in confusion. Things are getting intense, using up my sixth sense. Thought you had us figured, I can't use me at your expense. They be on that pretense, we be on self-defense. If you in the past tense, you could keep your 2 cents. I don't wanna be another target on a hit list. All my people running around the city like some misfits. So I'm steady praying for my brothers like a wish list. Can I trust a soul? They gon' turn on you the quickest. All my people running around the city like some misfits. So I'm steady praying for my brothers.
Yeah, ain't sweet, ain't funny. Look, it's blue tints on my hundreds. Life been going how I want it. Yeah. Life been lit just how I want it. Yeah, yeah. Now she talking like she want me. Yeah, ayy. Wave. Look, life been lit just how I want it.
Look, I look like stressing. I be finessing. Dolo in my section. Built like a blessing. I look like stressing. I be finessing. Got my muscle flexing. My money stretching.
Yeah, ain't sweet, ain't funny. Look, it's blue tints on my hundreds. Ay, life been going how I want it. Yeah.
Big bands like a main event. Already paid the rent. Feeling like winning my favorite. Boy, I was made for this. Flex mode on gym rat. I been that young legend. Oh, them boys can't with it. I ain't shy. I'ma let them know. All of my bitches be multiples of 10. I'm fed to win. All of my be comfortable with sins from his to gin. Be hating because I've been ballin' and they gotta ride the bench again. Ain't gotta wonder. I know when she callin' that she tryna ride that again. Keep it a C note. Cause it's D-League, they could be more. I brought the A game, gripping them B cups by the seashore. Filling up my rubber band, 100 band, I need that. Big dog, no small bark, I'm cool on your feedback.
Yeah, ain't sweet, ain't funny. Look, it's blue tints on my hundreds. Life been going how I want it. Yeah.
I look like stressing. I be finessing.
Yeah.
Dolo in my section.
Ay.
Built like a blessing.
In that T.
I look like stressing.
Wave. Life been going how I
Got
want
my
it.
muscle flexing.
Okay. I mahogany tint on the skin. I feel like a 10 out of 10. If you hearing it, got in the plan. If not, then somebody been watching the kid. I made it
You know this?
Three watching.
There we go.
Sorry, let me turn that down. Get the feedback. Are we here yet? Are we here?
We've been there, but now
Oh,
you're
well, that's
there 100%. All right, so
what she said.
I told them all I wanted to introduce them because I wrote stupid stuff. They're all on sticky notes, really dumb stuff. But I'll start to the left. We got Knight's Move, aka Drew, aka Takashi Taco 69, aka Spanish Thunder. Okay, so Knight's Move, that's chess, right? That's a chess thing, right? Chess reference.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm learning how to play, so
I know somebody who could play you. He does have a
I'm
PhD,
studying.
but you don't have to worry too much. He's a PhD as an asshole, so he's kind of busy. So the asshole's a 24/7 type game, so he may not have time to play you, but he does have a PhD, and that would be an interesting matchup. And then in the middle here, we have, I don't know, now he has his name changed, but I'm going to call him Dan the Man. I know there's a lot of Dan the Mans out there.
Man.
There's lots of Dan the Mans, but he's number 69, so he's the best Dan the Man. And then we got
The best and the man.
then we got Jello. And I don't know, what can we really say about Jello? Except that, he's the only one who's stolen the show while falling asleep on the show. Stole the whole
Yeah,
fucking show.
dude. Really stole the whole show.
Stole the whole damn show. And then we have my co-host who's been here for forever. And he likes, this dude, he likes to spit a lot. Not just bars, but he likes to spit and stuff like that.
I do. I do spit a lot.
And
I
he's
do.
the only
It's a
one
terrible
who's
thing.
been dissed
Terrible
by
thing.
another rapper. I don't know if you know Little Harley. You probably won't hear any music from him in like 3 to 6 years.
Harley.
Because, he throws out bars like Mo Diggs, dig your own
Lil
grave. So you
Harley.
probably not hear nothing from him for at least 3
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. He did diss me, didn't he? He did diss me. That's cool. That's cool. I got him too. When he heard what I was coming with, he stopped. He didn't even push it no more. When he heard what I was coming with, he just like, nope, no more. So anyhow, it's your boy Diggs. We're gonna talk some fun stuff today. For some reason, it's all Disney related. So whatever. Disney's pushing out a lot of entertainment. It's really good entertainment. My good friend and partner here, Mark, was on his family vacation and told me that he was going to go to the IMAX theater and that he was going to have to watch Space Jam 2. They were going to watch, and I said, well, if you're going to go to IMAX, you should probably go see Jungle Cruise because your family's going to love that movie. I watched that movie. He watched that movie. His family loves it. I fucking love the movie.
I did make him watch the original, though. We watched the original Space Jam. We haven't watched the second one.
Oh, hell
but
yeah.
We watched the original. I made him watch the original. He had fun.
Hell yeah. OG Space Jam. So, Jungle Cruise. Now, that was a movie, bro. That was good. It was kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean meets Indiana Jones. It was really cool. I thought Emily Blunt did a really good job. I thought The Rock was fucking amazing. I thought everybody was amazing. Even the supporting cast. Everything was great. The effects, the music, all of it. thought it was an awesome movie. What do you think, Angelo? Was Jungle Cruise an awesome movie?
Couldn't tell you. Didn't watch it.
That's a shame.
I've seen the trailer. Now. It looks
I feel like
pretty
Jungle
interesting,
Cruise.
but no, I did not watch it. So I mean, I can't say anything. You know, like movie sort. No.
Yeah, I had more important things to do. I think I had too much to shower.
What is the matter with you?
What?
You have a movie pass. Why wouldn't you go watch the movie? What else are you gonna watch?
I got rid of my movie pass because of shit like that.
You didn't get rid of your movie pass.
I don't have a movie pass no more.
Well,
One, I can't afford it because my food stamps won't cover it. And two, they just don't have good movies out no more.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I
You're
kind of
crazy.
understand giving up the movie pass when there was like no movies coming out for a long ass time. Now there's some movies coming out, but I understand not having a movie pass.
I actually got rid of my movie pass. I believe it was
They weren't charging.
Last year in March. I got rid of it.
Regal wasn't even charging to use the movie pass when they closed.
No, I went to the good movie theater. I went to AMC.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Good movie theater. Anyway, Daniel, what do you think about Jungle Cruise?
I'll see it. I haven't really wanted to shell the $30 for it, so I've been waiting for it to be rent or buy for like $14 or $20.
$30? What the hell are you watching that on?
But that's what it is.
That's all like Premier Access, dude.
It's kind of
Yeah.
crazy. Like,
Talk.
But it's something I really would watch. But, yeah,
That's
Andrew
actually
got rid of
fun.
his movie pass after watching Space Dance too.
I'm just saying, for $30, you better walk up to your TV and that shit better give you a tub of popcorn for free.
Bro,
Hot dog.
The $30 is for Premier Access and Disney Plus. So I mean, I understand not wanting to go to the movie theaters nowadays, but I saw the movie. I took my son to see the movie. He loved it. He sat through the whole thing. He thought it was amazing. And to get my 6-year-old to sit through anything at 7:30 at night is any in itself. So you guys are selling the movie short. It's a really good fucking movie. You should go watch it. It's cool. It's a family movie. Even like from that old movie from back in the day, the 80s, Michael Douglas did the movie. I think it's called Jewel of the Nile. There's 2 of them. It was kind of like that. Like, it was really good. I thought it was good. And then Disney incorporated the movie into the ride. So there's jokes on the ride because I recently went to Disney with my family and we rode the Jungle Cruise twice. And they incorporated jokes from the movie into the ride. That's pretty funny. I thought it was cool.
It's definitely a movie I want to see. Just I can't go to the theaters with my son. He won't even sit down to watch a movie.
so,
Oh, I don't blame you.
yeah, I definitely.
Once
wait
I
till it
Movie.
goes down in price.
Hey, I'm going to the flea market this weekend. For $2, I'll get you a bootleg.
Hell yeah, send that shit.
I think in 15 days it's going to be free on Disney Plus because I think it's they release it on Disney Plus 45 days after it's released, so it's going to be free soon.
No. Cruella just now got released for free.
It took.
Well, they said that with Shang-Chi. It took Scarlett Johansson suing for them to do that.
It took like 2 months for
Scarlett
Mulan.
Johansson started suing. They're doing. It did, yeah. Those movies did take a long time, but they just announced that at least for Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings, they're going to do that. They said 45 days past its release date, they are going to release it on Disney Plus. Maybe it's not for Jungle Cruise 2. Maybe it's just for that movie. But I assumed it would be all new releases. It would be 45 days, but I didn't really research that, so that's just me assuming. Speaking of Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings, I don't know who this Marvel character is. I have no idea if it's folklore. I've never heard of the character, but the movie does look like it's going to be fucking amazing.
It looks pretty good. It does.
So I know, Angelo, you don't even know about the fucking Shang-Chi, so I'm just going to
watched the trailer.
you.
He got
I
to
watched
the trailer.
I sent you the
Yeah, I
trailer.
watched the trailer.
What'd you think of the trailer?
Oh, it's a father and son fighting over some old ass cock rings.
Well, that's an interesting take. Andrew, what did you think of the Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings?
I'm just saying it's a nobody comic strip character that they're gonna try and make big like they did the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardian of the Galaxy is big though. Wow.
Oh, they're big now, but who the hell knew who they were before they came out? Like I didn't
know who the Black Panther was until the Marvel Universe, and Black Panther is an amazing movie. So I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah.
I'm interested in it.
I can't wait for the second one.
I didn't know who the Galaxy were either, but they even had their own cartoons back in the day and all that kind of shit. So I didn't see anything for the Black Panther for back in the day. But anyways, Daniel, what do you think about Shang-Chi?
I don't know the character too much. I know he was with Iron Fist and a bunch of times, but the dragon I'm familiar with. But the trailer looks amazing. It looks like it's going to be a good movie.
Hell yeah, it's gonna be a good movie. We're talking about Marvel, baby. I feel like somebody asked me what I thought about Black Widow, and I was like, I feel like it was like a Captain Marvel thing. It got like really overhyped and overshadowed, and then on top of it being, because it was hyped, man. Like every time you turned on the radio or the TV, there was a fucking ad for Black Widow, and then they postponed the movie an entire year. So then you had an extra year of watching these advertisements. So the movie didn't do it justice. They changed some shit from the origins of Taskmaster, which I did not like, and whatever whatnot. And according to Scarlett Johansson, they cheated her out of money or some bullshit like that. So she's suing Disney. We're not going to have the Black Widow character anymore. They're not going to fucking let her be in any more movies. And I hate that. And honestly, I feel like Disney should have given her a little piece of the pie for the premiere access, because that should count as box office tickets. That should count. So the actor should get a piece of that pie. So I kind of agree with her. So I don't fucking blame her for going after her money, dog. It's who's going to go after your money if you're not going to go after your own money? So I can't blame her. What do you think, Angela?
I agree with that, man. I mean, I think actors, especially leading roles, should have a certain percentage, and it should trickle down, like would be in a regular box office.
Yeah, because
the rules don't change because you're sitting home. Fuck that shit. Like,
who's watching the movies right now in the box office? I went to the theater. There was one other people there. That was it. Another couple in the whole damn theater. Everybody's watching it online right now.
And let's not forget that we were talking about a company that had absorbed like 3/4 of the movie industry right now, the cinematic views right now. Like it's.
I mean, Disney's killing it. Disney's killing it.
Like everywhere.
It's a monopoly. But I see what you're saying, Andrew. What do you think about Scarlett Johansson?
So, like you said, it was hyped up so much. I even heard a review one time on the TV that said this is the greatest Marvel movie coming out that's ever come out for Marvel.
It's true.
And
they overhyped that movie.
I was sitting there listening to that. Then I watched the movie, and then I heard Scarlett Johansson wanted to sue to get her money. I mean, who wouldn't? The movie sucks so much she's never going to get another payday.
It didn't suck. It didn't suck. It just wasn't great. It was like Captain Marvel, dude. It was just an ordinary movie. Like, it was just overhyped.
It was like Captain Marvel.
It was overhyped.
It was like Elektra. It was like Wonder Woman.
Dude, like who? Who let them use that language? Who let them use language like that? I literally did see an ad that said "greatest Marvel movie ever, better than Endgame." I'm like, that's some balls, like that's a lot.
That
of
is
balls.
a set of fucking balls, dude.
And that was like,
I guess they were hanging the hope that the Black Widow character had so much sentimental value that they thought it was going to be like this amazing turnout, I guess, because of Endgame. That could be why they overhyped it in that sense. And politically speaking, it does go the female's way most of the time nowadays, and that's just my position on it. This is what I've observed. Anyhow, Daniel, what do you think? Scarlett Johansson's got a foot in the race, or what?
Oh yeah, I mean, it was in the, it's in the contract, and they when they surveyed the contract, so she should actually fire her lawyers too, or her agent.
Really?
I mean,
For allowing that.
she made less
Yeah.
money. She made less money, and put in her contract that she would get a piece of the pie, kind of what Arnold did with Terminator 3, where he
Mhm.
took a piece of the earnings, and they didn't go into box office, so she lost a lot of money.
So,
Right.
so real quick, while we're on the same subject, I think Tyrese should be the new Black Widow.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, since we're doing gender things for everybody anyway, let's make Black Widow Tyrese and throw a wig on him.
Well, hold on a second.
my
Hold on a second. He's on to something. He's on to something. No. Drew brings up a great point, a very great point. And before we get into that subject of Tyrese should be the next Black Widow, and we're doing gender swap and switching origin stories and all this stuff, let's talk about what's laying down the land to even make that possible. And that's a show that has already aired. You can watch all episodes on Disney Plus. That was Loki. Loki was a show that every Wednesday I was sitting in front of my TV to watch. I had to watch the next episode, and it opened a door of infinite possibilities. This show. If you haven't watched it yet, I'm fucking spoiling it for you. I don't give a shit. Watch it so you understand why I'm this passionate about it. Loki, for one, is an amazing character. Tom Hiddleston plays it perfectly. And his back and forth with Owen Wilson throughout the entire show, that chemistry and the taboo of falling in love with an alternate being of your own self, weirdness to it. There's just so much.
Looks like his mom.
I don't think.
Then
it
they
was
meet
that weird.
fucking.
I
Then they
mean,
meet
there's a couple-
Kang. There's just so much to this show. There's so much. What did you think of Loki, Angela?
I absolutely fucking loved it. If anything could compete with Endgame, that would be the show, because that just, like you said, it opened up doors to entities that are so much, way powerful, way more powerful than Thanos in the Gauntlet and everything. Like, I'm ready. I'm actually gonna start watching again after this. So, I love that show.
Loki, as amazing as it is, and what it has done for the Marvel Universe, nothing is going to be like Endgame until we get another Endgame. Special about Endgame was you had this star-studded cast that the groundwork was laid over years of projects. Endgame was crazy. They changed the way they're going to do movies from now on. This is how franchise things are going to be executed. If you're going to execute anything, that's the way you did it. And they did it in a phase, and it took 11 years or 9 years. I forget how many years, but it took this amount of time to get to Endgame. That build up. That's why all the Game of Thrones fans were so fucking pissed, because they spent so many years investing time into that show to catch that finale. But anyhow, we're not talking about Game of Thrones. We're talking about Loki. That's what I have to say about the Endgame Loki comparison. You're comparing oranges to apples. Like, Loki's far off being what Endgame was. So, Andrew, what did you think of Loki?
I think it sounds amazing, but somebody won't give up that damn Disney pass so I can watch it.
I told you could have it. Joan said she's too lazy to use it. She said y'all have too many things to watch already. That's what she told me. You can come over and watch it anytime. You don't live in Illinois. Sorry, Jill. Anyway, Daniel, what did you think of Loki, bro?
Oh man, that show is amazing. You know, over the years, DC was the kings of superhero sitcoms, and lately, Marvel's been catching up with their sitcoms. and it tied
Yes,
in
yeah.
perfectly to the next baddie. You know, making Kang the big baddie for the next, well, possibly for the next phase, or at least for a phase in the future.
Or maybe even just one of the big baddies, because there's a lot of hints to it being the, what's it called, Andrew? Galactica?
Galactus.
Galactus. There's a lot of hints to Galactus.
It's got to be better than the big ass starfish.
But yeah,
What'd you say, Drew?
I said it's got to be better than a big ass starfish.
Big ass starfish from Suicide Squad. That was ridiculous. Anyways, people were telling me part 2 was so much better than part 1, and I was like, it really wasn't. I don't know why you're saying it was. But anyhow, that leads to what Andrew said, and this opened the door for the next sitcom, and this is an animated sitcom, and it's entitled What If? So basically, long story short, they're changing situations. So instead of Steve Rogers getting the super serum, it ends up being Peggy Carter that gets the super serum. And since she got the super serum and he's the kid with the heart of gold, there was a Stark around during that time. He was able to incorporate the little reactor thing, and Steve Rogers actually becomes Iron Man.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Every episode is somebody different playing a different role. So it very well might be Tyrese being the next fucking Black Widow, and Marvel has made that possible. Now it's justifiable. You can't say it's political anymore. They opened the door for it. Now there's multitude. Now they got their fucking, that's their way in. That's it. Now you can't say it's like an evil corporation just being, politically correct.
So you know why I say Tyrese, right?
Why?
Because remember, no matter what they do, he never comes up with a scar or ever gets killed.
For those of you who don't know, that is a Fast and the Furious 9 quote that Tyrese says quite a few times throughout the movie. And if you haven't seen Fast and the Furious 9, it's like part 8. 7 and 6 and 5.
Basically, get a bunch of toy cars, give it to a second grader, and tell them just make some shit up.
Make some shit up.
It's so hilarious. Like,
the first few movies, they were on track.
We call that movie Un Bien Paquete. That's just one big old sugar packet. Straight up.
Angelo.
It's a big old sugar packet.
Huh?
Have you seen it, Angelo?
What?
The Fast 9.
No.
All right. Long story short, they go into space with a souped up Mazda Miata.
Mazdas can go anywhere. They put V8s in them. They put 12s in them. They put rocket engines in them. They could go anywhere. Mazdas are the
fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here.
Is it electric, Andrew?
Why would it be electric?
Yeah, I mean,
I guess it could.
Well, I mean, technically it had electromagnets on it.
Angelo, this dude torpedoed his car into a fighter jet to take it down. He just got up and left. That's what we did. He's so bored with the Fast and the Furious conversation. He doesn't want to have it. So, anyhow.
Hey, he has the whole Fast and the Furious right on his shelf right there.
Real quick, the reaction on people when dude jumped off the fucking cliff and Tarzan across to the other side in the car.
In the car. So, with that being said, Andrew, you haven't even watched What If, but you've read the comics.
I've read the comics in the past.
Did you enjoy them?
Yeah, they were okay. I mean, some of them I wish they would have kept going. A bunch of them were only like one hit wonder like comics.
Right.
It was just a quick what if. Here's the story, and there you go. They never really continued with it. But like I was saying before, even Danny said it. What If actually brought out Bone Claw Wolverine before there was a Bone Claw Wolverine in the comic world.
Right. Yeah, you did tell me that. What do you think of the If series there, Daniel?
I haven't watched it because it's animated, but it's good. It's a good concept. Didn't they do the What If Punisher killed the entire Marvel universe, or was that a different series?
I'm not sure. That would be a question directed to Drew. Drew would know more than I would.
I've heard of it. I don't remember if it was a What If comic or if it was one of those oddball, you know, when Deadpool actually killed the entire Marvel universe.
Yeah, it's a good concept. I like it. I think
Nice, yeah.
did Gwen Stacy was What If? That was What If she was bitten by the spider instead of Peter Parker?
I don't remember reading that one now.
It probably was, though, because there is a Gwen Stacy in the multiverse world that they brought in on that Spider-Man animated one. So it's possible that it came out of What If. 'Cause that was the first real multiverse one, but Sony released that. They're this up too fast, and that's why they've had so much disagreeing when it comes to Venom and sharing
That's the
Venom
thing.
and Spider-Man.
That's the thing with comics is there's just so many different possibilities, so many different universes that you can do.
That's
So,
why I like it.
I'm wondering, Into the Multiverse or whatever it was that they did with Spider-Man, I'm wondering why they didn't give each one of those characters a spin-off, because they all had great backstories.
They did.
I believe
Miles
they all have
Morales.
their own spin-offs.
Yeah, Miles Morales cartoon came out. Then they did the Spider, the Web of Spider, the game, the PS4 game. I think they're talking about a Miles Morales Spider-Man. There
is one.
Well, I'm geared more towards like Peter Parker.
PS4 came out. It's Miles Morales.
But I'm saying like well, he was out in the early '80s, whether you do that or not.
Did he do well?
I mean, he had a whole comic line. When people watch the animated multiverse, they're like, "Oh, look, a new character! It's funny," and they based it off the Simpsons character. Remember when Homer did the upside down pig, talking about it's Spider Pig? Everybody swears it's from that, but it's not. I mean, Peter Parker was an actual comic in the early '80s.
Which is probably where the Simpsons got it from in the first place.
So the Simpsons didn't do it first.
No, they didn't, but they do tell the future. Just ask Angela. Well, don't ask him. It's okay, because he'll go on a rant about it.
Angela's back. Hey, we stopped talking about Fast 9. You ain't got to leave again.
You okay there, Jello? You got up in a hurry, buddy. Everything okay?
That's at least 5 packets of gummies he just shoved in his mouth. 5 whole packets.
Wow.
4 packets.
4. Same 4 packets of gummies. Okay. I hope they're not the THC.
It sound like,
Those are Walmart gummies, straight up. The Smiles.
it sounded like someone was fucking with one of the windows, so I had to get up and check.
Well, that would alarm.
And then you
that would
use the
alarm.
window to open all those packets of gummies.
Yeah. He got hungry on his way. Anyhow, did I ask you, Angelo, what you thought of the What If series? Because I don't remember if I got to you yet.
You don't remember.
You don't remember, so
No,
I probably
you
didn't.
don't.
So what did you think of the What If series? Because I already asked Andrew and Daniel.
Oh, I think it's a good ass series. I liked it. I liked Captain Carter. The whole thing what they did with Iron Man and Stark. I only seen that episode and I seen one other episode, but I can't wait to see what else they got in there. Like, it's very interesting seeing the multiverse and different views of everything.
Yeah, I got to watch the latest episode. I I haven't seen the latest episode. Don't say anything. Anyways, so it's really nice that we came out here today and we got to shoot the shit a little bit and talk about some cool entertainment that's coming out. I thought it was really cool. And I want to thank you guys for coming out and giving me some time and giving the Hawks some time, and any of you Hawks that came by to watch. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, most of them will probably come and watch it later. They always not catch the live, but they'll catch it later.
That's okay. It'll be fine. We can
It'll be
edit
fine.
Angelo leaving for like 8 minutes. No, just kidding. We're gonna leave that in. That was good. So anyhow, thank you guys. Maybe you guys want to say something to the Hawks before we end it?
Have a good
Not
night.
really.
See you next.
There ain't nobody who
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Wow. Very
I
good.
like it.
Director Mark.
It took like the
Pretty
moon to
good.
align and a bunch of other things for all us to be together. Randomly, out of, I think Mo just asked, and we were like, okay. It's like, that never happens. Never happens.
That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
I'm waiting on this badass chess player to show his face.
I'm waiting on the badass chess player to show his face.
Show me.
He's right next to you. Daniel was saying he can beat you in chess at any time.
No, we both
Shay.
know that's wrong. I quit playing them on the phone app.
I can't beat him.
Oh.
I'll just take you on in golf.
There we go. Golf. I love
That's the
golf.
ball.
I can't wait to play golf again. Anyhow, thank you so much, Hawks. Y'all have a great man. Thanks for coming out.
Peace.
Try your luck, test me and again we let it